everyone, it's Cindy. Welcome back to Studioloo. We're here for Index Card a Day, and the last one that I posted was day 36. Today is day 40. So I did make the cards, so let me show you. This is 37. I used my new digital kit, and this lovely guy, I've never seen this Tim Holtz doll before holding this Siamese cat, but it reminds me very much of my grandmother's cat Coco. When I was a little kid, she had a Siamese cat that looked just like that, and I think he's adorable. And then I added a little Junk Journal Studio label there. 38 is this one, another little Tim Holtz doll. This one's colorized with some pink in it, so I went with some pinks and some Junk Journal Studio bits and bobs. I've been very inspired by Junk Journal Studio lately, and I've put some of my dyed paper scraps in the background. And then card 39 is this one, some scrapbook paper in the background. I die cut this yellow bit here, and this is one of my little creatures from all of my little creatures collections that I have on Etsy, and I thought that was a sweet one there. So that's those. So let's move on to today. We're going to go with this index card. We have a W for today. And I grabbed, so I'm still working, I should make another video soon. I'm still working through that box of things that I talked about, you know, getting together from where I cleaned off a bookshelf that had books on it and other things, honestly, to put my printer. So I'm still trying to use up that box of things. So today we're going to tackle some of this big magazine. This is like, oh yeah, I love these magazines. What magazine is this? This is like, was it a ladies' home journal? I can't remember. I'll have to look at it again. But they always have the Captain Kangaroo Play Together page on the back, and I love these. So this one is Steve the Ostrich. And see, they don't put all the words, they put like pictures. So Steve was an ostrich. He was a very happy ostrich, except for one thing. He lived in the neighborhood and couldn't find any sand to put his head in. He thought he found a place in the ice cream store, but that was too cold. He thought he found a place in the aquarium, but that was too wet. He kept looking and looking and looking and looking and looking. He had almost given up hope when suddenly he saw just what he was looking for, and once more Steve was a very happy ostrich. And he puts his head in the sandbox at the city park there. So like, they're so cute. I love them. This is McCall's, November 1964, McCall's magazine. Yeah. So let's just go with this first page, which is a bit of Norman Rockwell painting from the life of Lady Bird Johnson. Oof, there we go. Okay, move this out of the way. Hopefully I can stack that up there and it won't cause anything to tumble. Just putting it on top of my little journal stack I've got going on. So I think from this page I want to use this stuff. So let's just get rid of that. I'm going to use this image, I think. Who's this lady? Who's this lovely lady? Lady Bird as an infant with the nurse who gave her her name. Interesting. Nurse or something else. Maybe something else. More like probably like more of a, you know, a Mamie or something. From the ugly days of history, right? Okay. I'll just tear this out for now. I think it's important to mention these things, observe these things, and that's how history isn't repeated, by neglecting to care about things, right? Or at least we hope it's not repeated, but these days, who knows? It's kind of a frustrating lived experience right now, I think, to see a lot of things that we thought would never happen again, happening again, like World War. Thought that, you know, we had decided on the never again after World War II, but I think many of our ancestors would be rolling in their places right now to see what's going on under this. administration, if that's what we want to call it. I don't know. Yeah, I mean, I'm pretty sure you guys know how I feel. I don't usually keep it too much of a secret. Okay, let's glue this one down in the background. And trim. So how are you all doing? I am doing okay. I am still waiting for the day that I get to go to the doctor to figure out why I still have this congestion going on. I don't know why I'm still congested. I suspect I have bronchitis, but I can't get into my doctor until next week. And I'm tired of going to walk-in clinics. I just want to go to a singular person who I can keep complaining to over and over again until I'm better. No, it'll actually be the first time that I see this new family doctor we've gone on a real rigmarole of family doctors. We had a family doctor for about 8 years, 10 years almost, and she, I don't know, she decided to, I think she got very stressed over, you know, the pandemic and all that kind of stuff. Being a doctor is quite stressful. Not new information. And so she decided initially that she was going to get out of the family practice and just work in like some clinic that she described as for people who have a hard time accessing healthcare. I don't know who she defined as those people, because it's kind of all of us right now with our doctor shortage, but maybe people who have no health coverage, like they're not on OHIP. I really don't know. So anyways, she left. Then we got this guy who was this awesome doctor that came from Australia. But then our terrible conservative government, who makes everything harder for us in this country, they there's a program where when you bring in doctors, they can get fast-tracked, you know, immigration-wise, and so can their families because they're doctors, and we're in big need of doctors here in Canada because we have a shortage. But you're dependent on the like provincial government to support that process, and so they didn't do what they were supposed to do. They didn't get it done. So the guy's family, the doctor's family, his kids couldn't get over here from Australia, so he left. And they tried to they tried to write letters on his behalf, like all of the people at the Medical Associates group that he works with, but they just didn't get it done. So then we went, we had like sort of a series of doctors that covered for that doctor's position while he was back in Australia, and now we just got another new doctor, and I haven't met her yet. I have high hopes, but I'm also a big realist, and I'm not sure because it's been a bit of a rigmarole, and yeah, we'll see. So I'm hoping for the best. I'm not going to go in there with any preconceived notions. I'm just going to assume she's a great doctor, and hopefully she is. Let's ink the edge of this to just give it a little outline. Probably go in with the details with an actual inker. I've gotten kind of into just like inking things directly with the ink pad. I don't know why. Just it's kind of efficient. But it does add the ink differently than when you use a dauber. That's good. Just a little more right here. I gotta work out this little wrinkle. There we go. Okay. My kids are currently out with their dad. We've been on this wild, like, well, I shouldn't say we, it's mostly honestly been my husband who's been on this wild summer goal of like keeping the kids super busy. It could be a cute tuck spot for something behind it. Let's do that. Yeah, so he's been keeping the kids really busy, and today I signed them up for a science program at our local museum. And then tonight my daughter got into this cool program that's supported by the Toronto Blue Jays, and it's called Girls at Bat. And so she is going to be learning to play baseball from a really cool team of people. And I'm looking forward to it. She's looking forward to it too. She hasn't played baseball before. It's not something like when I was a kid where you had a baseball field at every single school. It's just not like that these days, sadly. Again, government cutbacks on things and weird like ideas that playground equipment is like not such a good thing in a litigious society. I don't know. I get a little grouchy the more I think about it. Let's find something to make a little tag with to go in that pocket, maybe. Oh, I have plans for all these beauties. Something fun. Maybe a little piece of advertising or something. The Nonsensical World of Dr. Seuss. Oh, he's been chopped. We got these old Barbies. It's kind of a cool... Oh, maybe the clock? That would be kind of neat, that clock. I think it's kind of topical to this whole thing, right? It's like related. Okay. Yeah, that would be good. That's good width. Yeah. Okay. Let's get this glued down and then we'll sort it out. It's so quiet in my house when everybody is out. It's another hot day today. Not oppressively so, but relatively so. Okay, so there's that little tag, and it goes in there quite well. I'm just going to open that pocket up a little more, just to make it even more comfy for this tag to fit in there. Yeah, that's better. Okay, so this is not inked yet. We need to ink it. Teased. You thought we were done. We're not done yet. This needs a little outline. Come back here and dip one this. Good. So this is day number 40. Woohoo! 40 of what? 61 days done. That's a very cute one, I think. This is TJ Taylor. De-Allerin Everything. I don't know what the D-E-A-L-E-R-I-N. De-Allerin Everything. But that's a fun way to do a bit of a, background and a foreground, and then you just kind of make a little pocket. It's a lot of fun. There it is. So thank you for hanging out with me. This is 1940 on the back because it came in a tray of negatives and photographs by year from the 30s and 40s. So kind of fun. So these are the cards we have completed. in the last 4 days of icad. Let's come down a little. There we go. Such a fun project. I still can't, express enough how much it's good to just stop for a little bit and sit down and do one of these. It's good. So until next time, I will talk to you. Have a lovely day. Bye for now.